So hello and welcome to another episode of The Real Franchise. If you're watching this is a video series designed to deliver real information, real answers and real insights into franchising. And this series is brought to you by James Home Services Australia. I'm Justin Kelly. I'm one of the owners of the company. And today we are joined by Janelle. Janelle, thank you for coming on today. Yes, and you're one of our business owners. So this episode is really what we call meeting some of the team. So, Janelle, where in Australia are you based?
I'm in Brisbane, Albany Creek, so that's more north side.
North side of Brisbane, right. I just drove through there yesterday, actually. Traffic was actually good for a change.
Yeah. No roadworks.
Yes. And what made you, I guess, what was your previous role and what made you want to make a change?
I used to work a trade. So I used to do pest control and aircon cleaning. And I think I just got a little fed up working for somebody else. And I was thinking about the numbers and the days were hard, the sun's coming down on you. I just thought it's time to do this myself.
Right. And so how long have you now been doing it for yourself?
Not long. I want to say 4 months.
4 months in. Oh, wow, that's gone fast.
Yeah, it really has flown by.
Yeah. So I walked you through the information session like most people that join us, and then you did your training. I guess starting out, can you remember, was there any things that you weren't expecting that sort of surprised you through the process?
Well, not going to lie, I felt like a lot of it was almost too good to be true. You know, just starting up, usually I did a bit of research in a few different spots, but there were big deposits and I just wasn't sure about the support system.
Yeah.
But as soon as I spoke to you guys, I noticed this is very hands-on, very communicative, face-to-face with a lot of it.
Yeah. Right. And how did your business go? So you did the training. This was something new. You started. Can you remember what happened week one?
Week one was a bit busier than I expected as well, actually. I managed to get a head start. I got a few clients through DBA.
Yes.
And then I was just scouring social medias, looking for any odd jobs to pick up.
Yep.
So I managed to fill in a few gaps.
Right. Right. So did you earn any money that week? Can you remember? In your first week?
I can't remember how much, but I want to say we hit the minimum, which was nice.
Yep.
The guarantee. Yeah.
Yeah, the 1,500 plus. Yep.
That's it.
Yep. Good. Yeah. Yeah, and you've been really consistent and sort of growing because I just had a peek in our system before just to see how you've been travelling. And I guess, has it been what you were hoping?
Yeah, 100% and more, really. You know, I expected a real struggle to build up that client base and, just fill in the gaps in the schedule. But the marketing, the support, help from my business coach, there were just so many options, so many avenues. Right. And, I was scared that I would just have no idea what to do because I've never started a business. So these are my baby steps.
Yeah. Good. And you're doing it on your own. So everything, you're doing all the quotes and things like that. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. And how did you find that? Because I know for most people when I meet with them, they're like, oh, really scared about the quoting side of it. And so how did you find that in the beginning?
It is a bit intimidating, especially sort of knowing that the numbers are right and then I guess having the confidence to set it in stone, that kind of thing. Like, how do I explain it? Sort of pushing that this is what the work is worth.
Yes.
And
Yeah. I guess this is a bit of an awkward question. I'll try and frame it right. But one of the concerns sometimes that gets raised with me through the sales process, particularly from ladies, is, you're working on your own, you're going and doing quotes, you're meeting people, strangers. Does that make you nervous? How have you found that? Have you had any awkward situations?
Sometimes the quote appointment, the first sort of interaction face to face, can be a bit nerve wracking. just being in somebody else's home, not wanting to overstep, things like that. But they're really nice. Yeah, a lot of them are just mums or a lot of retirees I've had. So they're very kind, always up for a chat. Yeah, very welcoming.
Right. Good. Okay. And I'm sorry, I'm focusing seem to be on all the concerns that just come to mind. One of the concerns also I had often raised is, I've heard, Justin, when you have your own business, yes, you might be working this time, but then you got all this other time at home and you sort of never get to really knock off because it's just business. How 4 months in, how have you found it? Are you getting that work-life balance? Do you feel like you have control?
Yeah, and I think with the system we have set up, it's just a few easy clicks, send the invoice, and that's check the box,
Done.
Yeah. So it's really 30 minutes, barely an hour a day of office work and admin. Just checking emails, sending it away. Surprisingly, it doesn't chew up much time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, do you think you've learned any new skills since you've been in as a business owner?
Yeah, even the practical, like actually cleaning, the methodical steps.
Yes.
And the most efficient way to go to the next station.
Yep.
I've started using that in my own home, so it's nice.
Right. Yeah. We were the same. Like I had a cleaning business for many years and we still use all the James chemicals, even though we don't have the cleaning business. So
it's very handy.
I went to do some polishing and we're out of the stainless steel, the tap polisher. I don't have any, so I'm going to have to order some more from Coast Clean. So they're brilliant. The products, still use them. Well, just sort of coming to the end, I guess, for anyone watching, because most people who are looking at this are considering doing something for themselves. I guess 4 months in, are there any things you've learned, any things you think that people should be asking, should be looking for, any bits of advice that you would pass on to people?
Any bits of advice? I would say trust yourself. As much as a second opinion is helpful, trust what you're capable of, how you can apply yourself. Listen to the coaches, they're there to help. They want you to succeed just as much as you do. Yes.
Yeah. No, that's good, because I remember when we went through the journey, my wife and I, looking at buying a James franchise, a bit scary now, 15, 16 years ago. Yeah, we had family saying to us, oh, don't touch one of those things, and we now own the company, it obviously changed our world. So if we had it taken, obviously you want to get advice from people, but do your research.
All I can think is I wish I did this sooner.
Yep.
I wish I started years ago. Yeah.
Well, congratulations on doing so well, because it just seems like yesterday that you and I walked through that information process, and I don't think we've actually caught up like this since you started.
Yeah.
So it's awesome to see you doing so well. So thank you for coming on today, and look forward to watching you continue to grow and kick new goals.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, that's probably a good place to wrap up this episode of The Real Franchise. And feel free, if you'd like, for those of you watching, if you'd like to hear more or if you have specific questions, feel free to drop the comments in the box below, and we will do everything we can to get information to you, answer questions, do episodes maybe on titles that you would love to find out more about. Thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.